So guys, I didn't have enough sort of time to continue on the high school part of I am because of others. So my high school sort of phase of my journey was very said it was like a tsunami, and it was over. And as I said to you before, I'm really grateful for my teachers and the role that they played in my life, and for their contribution to molding and shaping me to be the person that I am today. One of the things that with Mr. Hendricks was in the choir, did some sports, and I focused a lot on my academics because I wanted to go and maybe go into either the finance or maybe the science. Some of the friends became doctors and others went into IT. I decided, you know what, let me do something that I know I will be happy and I would I would be able to express myself. So we also had like people from techies that used to come and do psychometric tests and see, our readiness and sort of areas of expertise or where our strength lies and all of that. I remember I went for this new course that was introduced by techies, and it was funded by Sun International and also Sol Kizna. So they wanted to have BCom students that in the travel and tourism industry, and I thought, that sounds interesting. So I went and went through a rigorous sort of interview process, a whole day. First of all, I got lost on my way to Tux because I took the wrong train and I didn't get off it. I didn't take the right one, so it didn't stop at Hatfield. It went all the way to town. Luckily, a taxi driver, I actually almost forgot about it, took me all the way back to Tux from town, and I got there on time, met a lot of people. The people that I met on it first, they were people that I became friends with throughout my varsity years. But the one thing that, as I said to you guys, every time I put on my uniform at school, excuse me, it was almost I was on equal footing with the rest of my peers, and also it was your way of escaping the challenges and the issues that you had in life, or what was your reality at home. The older you got, the more angry you become because of your circumstances at home. And I prepared myself for, this life that I want, that is not the current one. So I studied a lot, and at academics and also in sports. And I remember when I got to grade 10, to grade 12, on matric, and was head boy. It was a crazy year. Gee whiz. We did this thing at Loftus for all the matriculants in Pretoria. We wanted to, there was still instability in the country, and we wanted to have like a peace rally at Loftus, and I was the deputy sort of chairperson of this peace committee. And I remember we were at Tux for one of the meetings, and a lot of the white boys came in, and I was sitting there in front with this blonde girl, Adelaide Potgieter, and they were just not impressed with hierdie swart boetiekie. Hulle het my die swart boetiekie genoem, with this blonde chick, and we were running the show. And we also, I did a lot in my matric here that I actually, thank you, Mr. Naidu, and all the other teachers. I studied already, started studying for my year-end exams in June, and because it was just so crazy. It was just such a, and I went to go stay at Mrs. Naidu's mom's house for my final matric exam. The one thing that, I never told a lot of people is that by the end of the matric exams, we just had too much. I remember we were writing the Monday, our final exam. So myself, Owen Brainders, I think it was Paul, Prinsloo and Craig, we went out to Sunnyside. We just had enough. Although we're still writing our final exam the Monday, and we went partying. We went with Alvin at a Volkswagen Beetle, so we went with the Beetle, and we Saturday morning the sun came out and we were still in Sunnyside. Got home, I called Melanie after, said Melanie, asseblief kom, jy moet kom help. But I finished studying. It was just a question of, getting water and just stabilizing the body and just getting ready for Monday. So I did the revision and all of it. Mr. Hendricks reminded me that I came late for the matric ball. What happened was my sister bought the shoes for my mom to wear to the matric ball, and the shoes was coming from Midrand, and I couldn't leave the house knowing my mom doesn't have shoes, because I'll tell you about my situation. And so I stayed and waited, and until my friend Michael came to fetch me, and when I got to the venue, I just was like, it's like a tsunami of people just like, how dare you make us wait? And I just switched off. I couldn't. I mean, I already been through a lot of trauma for the day, and now I still have this. And but I'll tell you about this whole thing. When I was standard 9, which was grade 11, I already visualized what I want for my matric ball. It's your final year. It's only the one time you have a matric ball, and I knew that I'm gonna be head boy. How do I know? I don't know, but I knew. And also, I think my teacher in standard 9, Mr. He was from somewhere. From the Cape region. He came and he said, "Oh, are you Mulligan?" I said, "Yes." So, so you're gonna be the head boy? No, it's not 9. I'm thinking, okay, where do you get that information? But fine. But it was in the beginning of the year, Mr. I remember he was family with Gershwin Vergotini or somebody like that. And so when he told me that, I then immediately said, okay, if I'm gonna be the head boy, then I need to look the part. So, I come from a generation where we lay by things. So I went to go lay by my matric ball outfit from, I think it was January, February. And to crown it all, there's no money. But I had a stylist. Not like I had a stylist. And my stylist was based at Billington Arcade. And so I had to go every now and again and do the fitting, and he really he knew what I wanted to achieve on the day, and he made sure that that vision that I had came alive. I wanted to, as the head boy, I wanted to look the part. I wanted to everybody to know that I have arrived. So I also labeled my shoes, and the shoes I can buy a flat screen TV with that money today. Another shop, also in town, like an English type of shop, I can't remember. So the shoes were Christian Dior. So it's either Christian Dior or nothing. I'm not gonna wear Bata shoes for my matric ball. So all the little bit of money that I got, I paid towards the outfit, which is now a pants, a shirt, a waistcoat, and a jacket, and it was like baggy and all of it. And so I paid off. So luckily I could pay off the suit, the outfit, and the shoes. So on the day of the matric ball, the function is in the evening, I still owed 600 rand for my shoes. I just started to panic. I just went to the school. I went to Mr. Jones, who was the principal. I said, meneer, ik heb een probleem. He said, what's the problem? Ik zei, ek kort R600 vir my skoene. Otherwise, I won't be able to come to the matric ball. And he didn't ask anything. So, sorry, I'm emotional. He just put his hand in his pocket, took the money, and just gave it to me. And if it wasn't for him, and I would not be able to go to the matric ball. But so, Mr. Jones, wherever you are, that gesture, the fact that you did that for me, it's something that will remain with me for the rest of my life, because you've been so generous to me, man. I mean, I met you when I was standard 6, and you've just been keeping a tab on me throughout my entire school year. And the final thing that you did for me, and I mean, you called me when I passed with a sort of university, whatever the thing was, I can't even. So took out the money, gave me. I just dashed off to town, and I went to go get my Christian Dior shoes, which cost a fortune. I don't know where they are. I kept them in a box. I just had them on for that one night, I think, one or twice. But with all the moving and things, they're somewhere. I promise you, if I sell them now, I'll probably be able to pay for what car? A car is a Kia something. No, I'm joking. So, but I mean, that's why I want to just extend my gratitude to my teachers, and the people that they were so aware what was happening domestically that they, all of them, you name them, all of them went out of their way to ensure that I focus on my schooling and not the circumstances and the situations at home. And it's a lot for anybody to take in, and it's also a lot for people to realize and imagine. At my age, after all these years, I'm still emotional about that and the role that the teachers played in my life. And if I look today how our teachers treated, and the parents are mean and rude and all of it, and they don't realize the sacrifices that some of these teachers used to make and still making today. And the only thing they're focusing is on, and they're blaming the teachers. I mean, yeah, we were disciplined. I mean, I got one hiding. I think it was then, I don't remember. But when I got the hiding, I kicked the husband and I left and I went home. That was the only hiding I got when I was in high school. That one time, we were playing with one of the skeletons, Mr. Abbott, and so we got a hiding, all of us. Amal, Zonke, Darwin, Andres, all of us. We got a hiding, but I didn't take it well. I just left. I couldn't. So, but apart from that, my high school years were really such a pleasure. Thank you for all the teachers and all my friends that were there, and Colin and Marlon, and people that used to bring lunch and just sort of made my unfortunate situation bearable. So I'm grateful and I'm indebted to you guys, and I will always remember what you did for me. Thank you so much.